Well, Cheshire, I don't know about you, but I am really looking forward to today's adaptation because it's from the BBC. There's no way it could be bad. This is the 1986 miniseries version. If you were an English major in college like I was and you were studying Shakespeare, you probably came across episodes of BBC television Shakespeare. They were TV adaptations of William Shakespeare's plays that aired on the BBC in the 1980s. Despite being true to their source material, they were really low budget. The acting varied pretty wildly, and they're pretty much the dictionary definition of being good adaptations while not being good TV movies.
My lord! You pass not here! What?
The 1986 BBC version of Alice in Wonderland was made in very much this same vein. On paper, it's probably the most accurate adaptation of the story ever put to film. The lines of dialogue are lifted from the book, with no noticeable deviations or additions, and the sequence of events follows the book very closely. But the execution is severely lacking and often painful to watch. Why? Because despite coming from the BBC, often regarded as the standard bearer of quality in the English-speaking world, this miniseries is very poorly produced and often very poorly acted.
No, I've made up my mind about it. If I'm Mabel, I'll stay down here.
The biggest offender in this regard is actually Alice herself, played by Kate Dorning. Not only is she too old for the part, but she is so ungodly annoying.
When you have to turn into a chrysalis, or you will, someday, and then after that into a butterfly.
An adult playing a child is weird enough on its own, but there is an art to it that only a select few have mastered. Otherwise, it comes off as irritating or downright creepy. This version of Alice is annoying from the start, so much so that I wanted the Queen of Hearts to chop her head off in the first 5 minutes.
A great girl like you.
This version doesn't get billed as a musical, but it does have some songs sprinkled in every now and again. Most of the musical versions of Alice in Wonderland have derived their lyrics from the poems in the books, and this one is no exception, but these songs are some of the worst of the bunch.
If I could fly as high as pie.
Stop that. You're not going into a song while I'm here.
The visual effects are bad, even by the standards of 1980s British television. I mean, look at some of these. The costumes are even worse. Now, granted, almost none of the costumes in any of these adaptations look like anything more than humans in fursuits, but it's really saying something when your animal costumes from the 80s are being upstaged by ones from the silent era. And I hate to be such a snob about this because this is one of the most accurate adaptations that we've looked at.
Make up your mind. What do you want?
But I've said it before and I'll say it again, good movie does not equal good adaptation. We've been through this, people. When are you gonna get it through your thick skulls?
I hardly know, sir, at present.
Execution matters if you want to excite people about classic English literature, especially kids. This is the kind of thing you show to kids in English class when you want to punish them. And is that really what we want to do with classic literature? Use it as torture? That's what Moby Dick is for crying out loud.
Keep your temper.
How could you do this to me, BBC? You guys are the bastions of quality. This one should be among the best. Instead, it's one of the worst. This is so disappointing. I don't even care what tomorrow's movie is.
The Care Bears.